Right then, Liam, we've got Caroline Dubois defending a WBC lightweight championship here against Bomi Ray Shin. Pat's in the house already. Hope you're well, Pat. Trouble is with boxers, they're protecting their fighters like Dubois going up against them. Champs Ferreira was ready twice, but the duck now. Term is in the mix. Yeah, that was a good win against Shauna Brown last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, it was a great win against Shauna Brown. I might hear the narrative, Pat, but at the same time, this is a mandatory. So she loses the belt or she doesn't take it. It's as simple as that. So I'd rather she take this fight and keep holding a belt.
Heavy knockout that Toward, wasn't it? Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
yeah, massive.
How did he get out? It was strange. It was just like a short hook that just caught him.
Just over the top.
It's kind of just hit him in the right place and his legs were gone. Right? So as I was just saying, I'd rather Caroline take this fight and keep hold of her belt than lose it, and you're kind of in a position where she's fighting nobodies without moving towards something, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Her bargaining chip is a belt. Yeah, no one's going to choose to fight her because of how venomous she is, and everyone can see where she's going to end up. So she needs to do what she can to keep hold of the belt. She'll get her opportunities. They'll come.
Bon is coming. Has anyone remembered that Conlan's fighting? How's he getting on?
Yeah, I've been watching, just not fully invested in it, but...
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still
40 seconds left around 6.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. I can't be arsed. If he can't knock him out inside 2 rounds, just quit, mate. No disrespect to his opponent, but Michael Conlan's meant to be a world-level fighter. That kid there is not even domestic level, and he's struggling with him. And I don't mean... What I mean in terms of struggling, he's struggling to deal with him. He should be at least putting a beat down on him. I turned it off after about round 4. He was not putting anywhere near a beat down on him.
I done the same, mate. He wasn't putting even a dent in him, was he? He didn't even look like he was...
So for me, I don't want to watch that. I'm sorry, Mr. Conlan. Not, utmost respect to you. You've done more than I could ever dream of. I ain't invested anymore.
They'll do Warrington, cash both of them out, and then that'll be it.
Which I get, but as a fan of boxing, I'm not invested in that. For me, that these cash grabs, but we do it. I'd do it. I have to go to work for a living, so if I could do that,
I'll say this:
I'd do it.
If Josh looks this poor on the Sheffield cards, then you just it loses. Do you get what I mean? If Josh can't get his opponent out of there or can't put a beat down on it, just looks even worse as a matchup, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like flogging a dead horse.
It'd be like bloody
dead horse,
Chisora White. Do you remember that?
No.
Chisora Joyce, mate.
Chisora Joyce, mate. Come on.
They were going that slow at one point. I thought they were going to start walking backwards.
Some corner that CBS McGuigan.
Josh Pritchard.
I tell you what, Dubois' opponent is not asked about her.
She's not phased at all. I thought that.
She has zero fear.
Yeah, she's been talking a good game in the build-up as well.
She's come here to win. She ain't come here to just make up the numbers. She'll probably get knocked out in first round now, I've said that. But the confidence is real.
Yeah, look, Jessica Kamara was the same until she felt Caroline's power and she wanted no more. That's the reality. Everyone seems to be surprised by the power that comes back from Caroline.
Yeah.
As we are now underway.
She reminds me a little bit of Weili Zhang, with haircut.
Yeah.
It does nothing for him, does it, that? Weili Zhang's got the weirdest haircut. Can fight her. I wouldn't say it to her face.
No chance.
Just head kick you, wouldn't you?
As we
Tell
said,
you what, she could box this girl. Look at her hands low.
I was about to say, mate, she lost on a...
Sorry, go on.
She lost on a split to Delphine Pursoon last year, so there's some pedigree there.
She can box, can't she, then?
We know from her 2 fights with Katie Taylor what she can do, so...
Yeah. I think Caroline's special, though, isn't she, I think? I've always thought her to be, but, we're still waiting for her, I think, to step on. But
probably the best brother-sister combo that's ever boxed.
The younger one's meant to be even better, the youngest brother. Is he called Cassius or something like that?
Cassius, I think, yeah.
He is, isn't he? He's meant to be better, but I mean, they're going to say that, aren't they? But
they all say that.
But it's usually the case. No, but the younger sibling gets from all the others a little bit. Like Callum Smith, for example, he's hands down the best of the 4 brothers in terms of boxing ability. Probably, Stephen and Liam, and then Paul, Mayweather. not necessarily siblings, but he had father, uncle.
Yeah.
Have you seen Javonte Davis's brother? He looks half decent.
No, I haven't
Not seen him,
mate,
no?
to be fair.
He boxed on the undercard. I think he's, I want to say 6 or
body
no.
shot from Caroline. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, Michaela Meyer has been a bit sore. She's got to get through Sandy again, Pat, as well. Meyer. Yeah, Luca, the bombs of Dubois are going to be the difference. As Jay said, Shin looks like she can box a little bit.
Sorry, in the last 10 seconds of that round, Shin nearly went arse over tit, and then she connected with a perfect right hand down the pipe on Dubois. They're both throwing bombs here. They're not leaving anything's chance. But like Jay said a minute ago, for me, Caroline, you're just waiting for it to explode and hit that next level. She's one of the few fighters in Britain at the moment that I want to buy a ticket to see, because you just want to appreciate what she does in the ring. You just hope that she's, like we said, she's able to get the opportunities, and she could do this at 2 or 3 weight classes, realistically. She's only 20.
Yeah.
Plenty of time for her to
Just see something I've just seen. The 3 WBC champions have tweeted out they're proud to be WBC champions, and Mauricio Sullivan says, Ring Magazine is a magazine. I don't know why media and champions promoters give any credit to a magazine belt. If you touch the WBC, I'm going to fight back. It was Shaki Foster, Puello, and Carlos Adames.
So
they're just hedging the bets, aren't they? If Turkey says tomorrow, throw your belt in the bin and I'll give you 10 million, they'll all go, yeah, fuck the WBC.
Yeah, but I watched Eddie Hearn's interview earlier, to be fair, and, you know, I know he's kind of back in his corner, but he makes a good point. It's like, you know, for the fighters coming up, like, their heroes have won the WBC belt.
Yeah, listen, I know I just said that, but me and my brother was a professional.
Everyone wants the green and gold, man.
We used to fight for the WBC belt.
Yeah, everyone wants a WBC. I won't argue that that's not the most iconic belt in boxing.
Absolutely not. I've got a miniature one.
I don't agree with the people at the helm, but
what's the belt that's always used in movies? WBC is always the belt that's used in boxing movies. It's the one.
The green and gold's the one, man. You ask any professional fighter which belt they would want to win the most. WBC have come out on top.
It is. I mean, the others are coming. I think Wheelie Bin Green will be iconic in a few years' time. You know, we've got to give it time, but it's coming.
Yeah, definitely, Luca. They've probably been asked to do so by Mauricio. Let's be honest about it.
They're probably not running their own socials.
Yeah.
Mauricio's looked into their socials.
I'll hold out on the Mandos for an extra 6 months, boys. Just do me a favour.
Because, I mean, Shaki Foster's not the biggest ticket seller, is he? You know, he's not really. I think he's really good. Should have lost his last fight, but also got shit in the fight before that, didn't he? So it sort of evens itself out.
Yeah. Carlos Adames doesn't fight often enough to be known.
No.
He's only known now, really, because of Hamza, but he is a good fighter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or because of the Hamza fight. Should I say not because of Hamza?
Yeah. So Caroline Dubois here, mate's got your 2 favourite belts. She's got the Wheelie Bin IBO and she's got the WBC.
Yeah.
Jay's Fight Talks belts.
Yeah, I own a tiny piece of that. I've trademarked the colour.
Good second round this. Shin, like we said, she's not afraid to come forward, but she's shipping her.
That was naughty. Oh, I'll tell you what. She came back though. Shin's here to scrap. I told you.
Mark Lyson, that was naughty.
But he let it go. He sort of let it go.
He was talking to her, wasn't he? And then Caroline threw the punches while she wasn't protecting herself.
The worst thing is, she whacked her, he let it go, so she whacked her again.
Yeah.
No, I think that I agree, Minkim. I think she might get caught rushing in. She's sort of trying to blitz, isn't she? And Caroline
square on, mate.
Yeah.
Square on.
If she just takes a step to left or right and throws, she'll.
Yeah, definitely. Big up to Minkin, by the way. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm impressed with Shin so far. Could potentially be 2-0 down, I think, but I like what I'm seeing.
Mate, she's here to fight. She's not going to look for a way out.
Work. You can't really ask for much more than that, can you?
No. She's not overawed by the occasion. That's for sure. Straight out, she's in command of this fight at the minute now. This section of it. She's losing the fight, but she's in it. I see what you mean. Caroline definitely could go up a few weight divisions, couldn't she?
Yeah.
Size of her feet. They're big. She might be challenging her brother at some stage. She'll be a big girl when she grows into them, won't she? They're massive.
Yeah, Luke, there's a case for it in there, for sure.
Yeah, I agree, Luca. It was naughty, mate. She did it twice, but he let it go the first time, so why would she not try it again?
Yeah, and then when she's not defending herself because the ref's engaged with her, she throws more. It just, that's on Mark Lyson, that for me.
Yeah. The best one's got to be when Mayweather knocked out Victor Ortiz. You see it, looking at the ref. Looking. Wow.
Ortiz just put the nut on him first.
Yeah. So but if you watch it in super slow, you see Mayweather looking at, is it Cortez?
For Mayweather. Protect yourself at all times and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. It worked
Mayweather's first knockout in about 12 years.
Wasn't he?
Yes, he was on the payroll.
That was... Body shots from Caroline have been really low here. A couple more again in this round. She's hitting.
Shin just smiled at her.
She's carried herself with like an air of arrogance all week.
Absolutely. She thinks she can beat. She thinks she can win.
I'll say this, mate. 10 rounds against an opponent like Shin is going to do Caroline no harm at all. If this goes to distance, she'll win the majority of the rounds, but it will stand her in good stead as her career goes on.
Well, Shin's up there. You know, she's like you said, she lost a split to Pursuit, did you say? Fucking 2-minute rounds, man. Imagine this over 3.
Yeah, I know.
Just starting to hot up. Yeah, end at round, so she's losing.
Every single time.
She's losing rounds that she could potentially turn round in 3-minute rounds. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's not getting beat by a long... by a big margin in the 2 minutes. So if she comes on in the second, in the final minute, she wins those rounds.
She's coming on in the last 30 seconds of a round. Like you say, if you've got another 90 seconds, she could be 2-1 up or 2. I mean, I've got a 3-0 down.
Troy Deeney there in the. I like. Do you know what? He's really good on the radio. Troy Deeney
doesn't care.
He's on TalkSport.
He's really good. No, but not just the fact that he's not afraid to say what he feels. He's articulate and educated, and he's played football as well. You know what I mean? But he knows boxing as well. He goes on the boxing shows. I like it. I like him as a pundit. I didn't think I would.
To be fair, I think some of the footballers that let talk about boxing on TalkSport's questionable, but
some of the people they let talk full stop on TalkSport, mate.
It makes me laugh when they do these podcasts with like Jim and Simon, and then they put like an ex-football pro in there to like speculate about what's going on in boxing. You're like, well, like at least with Jim and Simon, they kind of keep up with it a little bit, but like then you stick like one of the ex-footy pros in there, they're just like
Jason Kunde.
Yeah, and they're like, what's going on?
Mate, you know why they do that?
He's never beat him more.
So Simon Jordan can have a good rant for 45 minutes. They can get a bit of clickbait out of him.
I'm a little bit. It's wearing thin on me, Simon Jordan. Now.
Yeah, but if you just take it for what it is and you just don't watch it, he literally is just paid to say that stuff. You know, he doesn't believe half the stuff, so it doesn't bother.
To be honest, he does his own podcast, and I've watched a couple of them, and it's not bad. It's not
That's
bad
what I was about to say.
Nigel Benn did it.
He's done it. Boxing people. He's had Barry McGuigan, Carl Frampton, Eubank Jr., Eddie Hearn,
Nigel Benn.
We have some good shots there.
And I actually really enjoy the podcast because it's completely different from anything else he does with TalkSport. He actually is willing to listen, and yes, there's a bit of back and forth, but he actually concedes grounds, which he doesn't normally do.
Yeah.
Don't know why that stopped, mate, because that was, like you say, I was enjoying those.
The referee then, so he's not once warned Dubois for either of those shots or the low blows. He's warned Shin now for trapping her arm with the elbow and something use of the head, but they both went in low. Are we going to get a stupid decision from him? Because he's definitely home bias at the moment. So it would seem, allegedly.
Do you think he's been Shin's wobbled again? Do you think he's trying to take the pressure off his mate Marcus McDonald and get himself?
Maybe. That nose is bust now. Oh, she caught a great right hook there by Dubois.
Yeah, she's landing with a bit more regularity.
She's not taking as much back either, whereas before she was landing.
Thank God that round were only 2 minutes long. Shin gets nice chance of the breather now. Fuck 3-minute rounds. Perfect. Yeah. Go rest, girl.
Jay's
not a fan.
Anyone got eyes on Eubank and McKenna? No, it's not started yet. I've just had a look.
Nah.
If anyone's got the TV on and they can see that advert, don't buy them phones. Hi, that's shit.
What happened
There's
in the
an advert
Conlon
for
fight?
One on points, I'm going to say.
The one on points.
Fell asleep.
I'm just looking at George Grove's impressive hairline he has these days.
Mate,
He's
it's a
done
different
well,
colour.
Groves. Not sure if he got the KO. I think it was points, wasn't it?
It's a nice weave.
George Groves has got more hair now than when he was like 20.
Yeah, it's
In
no
a
more
different
paper left
colour.
in the office. Printers out of ink at the BBBOC.
Yeah,
Is Conlon fighting for European then? So why is the European champion in the ring? Or is...
What?
Well, who was he squaring off with then?
Is that what it was?
Well, there was a guy stood next to him when I turned it on, and he had the European title over his shoulder, and they shook hands after, and he walked off like they weren't. At first, I thought, oh, is that his belt? But Conlon never won the European, did he?
No. I don't even know who is the European super featherweight.
Neither do I, and I've just seen him.
Unfortunately, even my knowledge is
turned Conlon off a while ago.
George Groves is massive, isn't he?
Absolute unit.
Enjoying retirement. I rate what Groves did, to be fair. He retired at like 30 years old or something. Just didn't want to box anymore.
Lost to Callum Smith, didn't he?
He lost to Smith and then just jacked it.
So he dislocated his shoulder against Eubank Jr. Wasn't right going into the final, but he was basically told he couldn't delay the final and then decided he'd had enough after losing. Which is, like you say,
he made a fortune in the Froch rematch.
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah. But instead of doing what De Gale done and getting beaten by someone like Eubank Jr., who, you know, in his hay wouldn't have come close to him, he's gone out kind of still at the top, hasn't he? Because was the number one in the division before the Smith loss.
Yeah, I used to love Chunky. I used to love James De Gale. He was always my favourite fighter, man. Years ago.
Mate, that ringside episode with
when he beat Darrell.
Fighting.
Oh, him and Groves. Yeah, that was amazing.
Also, the Darrell fight was incredible when you got Carl Froch in the studio, kind of saying.
Him against Badu Jack as well was some fight.
They both lost teeth, didn't they? They're both missing teeth by the end of that fight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I saw it, Pat. Yeah, he has to say that, doesn't he? I'll be interested. Yeah, yes, Luca. Oh dear.
You missed the number, mate. Wasn't it 200 pages? He keeps saying it is.
The dossier or whatever it's called.
A dossier so top secret, not even Conor Benn seeing it himself.
Oh, Conor Benn, fuck's sake.
Mate, it's only when I was working out the schedule for my show I realised how close we actually are to that fight. It's 5 fight weeks away.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because I was going through to the end of April, and I was like, no, I can't be Eubank Ben. And then went, shit, yeah.
Luca, can you just stop it now? He was found not guilty. He has been cleared. We don't know how.
Not guilty.
We don't know why, but he was cleared, so just forget it, right? It's over with.
Jay gets going about that. Makes me laugh.
It's over, mate. It's not. I'm not saying it for comedic effect. It's over with. Get over it. We don't know why.
We're never going to know why. You're never going to know why, so what's the point?
And I'm not telling you, so no. That is the worst attempt. It'd been better off just saying, look, I did it. I got a silent ban. Move on. People would have accepted that.
He learned that word from the matchroom lawyers as well, Ben. He'd never heard of a dossier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Luca, mouth wide open. Caroline, this second half of the fight's going to be interesting.
I thought she looked tired. I think about the end of the second round. You know when she did the punch after when they were on the break? She looked. Luca, mate. Poor kid needs to just get on now. He's trying to make a living, earn an honest living. And there's people like you giving him stick.
Put an egg on his face.
Got found not guilty, man. Just let it go now.
Mate, Shin's just putting a pace on her. She is getting beat, but
she's getting beat, but she's not letting Caroline breathe. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Luca hammering Conor Benn for no reason whatsoever. She looked like she did like a laboured walk back to her corner end of second. And I don't know. I thought, am I just seeing something that's not there? But now I'm thinking, was she feeling it then? Because she's feeling it now.
Yeah.
There's not as much pop in her punches, and her opponents just took her best shot so far. Look, she hasn't thrown a punch yet, Dubois. As she right on cue.
Yeah, just landed a beauty down the pipe.
All that we needed then was Shin. That's all we needed. But Shin's coming up from the weight division below as well, so you wouldn't, Oh, Caroline's just been caught there. She's lost this round for me. Like I said, mate, 10 rounds here won't necessarily do her any harm.
It won't do bad for Dubois, but everyone's told that she's going to knock Shin out. So,
shit, I forgot Tony Sims were in Price's corner.
Rob McCracken.
Oh, I thought it was Tony Sims. Fucking
they work together, don't they?
So blind.
No, but Sims would be there with McCracken because he did. Did he not do Frotch's corner with McCracken?
Yeah, I don't know if they used to be. I don't know if they still do it, mate. But yeah, back in the day,
did it AJ's too? Did it AJ's too? Did they not?
Yeah, because
Kraken wasn't allowed in AJ's corner originally, were they?
The rules were at the time 4 years out of the Olympic cycle, McCracken couldn't have anything to do with them, which is why he's with Tony Sims. Funnily enough, that rule doesn't exist anymore.
AJ had his best years under Rob McCracken. Do you know what? I'm surprised McCracken doesn't. You don't see him around that often, do you? These days, he's training Yafai, isn't he, Galal?
That's his brother.
That's his brother. His brother's doing.
Brother that does Yafai.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mate, Rob McCracken was in his corner. I'm sure
he might have been.
Fight.
He's not his coach though. His coach is the other McCracken. What's his first name? Brother
Phil.
Steve.
Brother McCracken. No, but Rob doesn't do much with pros anymore. He looks after a few Olympians when they turn over, and other than that, he just stays on the GB program, doesn't he?
Oh, good shot by Dubois.
Him and Richie Whittle somehow still gets the gig doing that as well. Dubois looks like she's found a bit of a second wind here. She's sort of kicked
Adam McCracken, is it?
Adam McCracken?
That does not sound familiar.
That doesn't sound familiar.
Max McCracken.
Max.
Just going to go through it. Dave.
Sorry, Adam. Richard,
Dave McCracken.
Steve, Derek.
Barry.
Paul.
Frank. Bodywork again
Max.
from Caroline.
I think Max does...
says on here, Rob McCracken's his trainer, but anyway, who cares? Things we see more fighters moving between Frank and Eddie without the involvement of Turkey. Pat says the feeling is more and more like when you hear them talk about these events. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how those two react in particular because they're the biggest beneficiaries of Turkey. Evening, Dan. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks.
Yes, Dan. How we doing, brother?
Joining us as always, my friend. Hope you've had a good week. Yeah, love it. Lucas Shin's on one, man. Oh, she just walked into a massive left from Dubois. Fair play, though. She's giving it a right go. Eubank in the ring yet?
I'm looking now. Just getting ready now. They're showing over a bit of a montage of McKenna.
This card wouldn't have been great without the main event, I don't think, to be fair.
Oh no, it'd have been a tough watch without the main event.
No, I honestly think I'd have watched McKenna and Eubank.
I think I would have done,
if this was the main event on this card.
Yeah, it's
but only for it being Jonas and Price. We're covering this card basically.
Yeah, that's the fight we
I like the Channel 5 Friday night cards normally. I'm a bit gutted, although I'm not a big fan of Eubank, but I do like McKenna's style of fighting, so it could be a good fight. I like it when we cover the Channel 5 Friday night cards.
We've done all right. I think, Liam, you were at the last one we covered, wasn't it? Charlie Edwards.
Charlie Edwards in a song, but I don't. Yeah, I think you're right, Jay. I think that might have been the last one. I can't even think.
No, the last one was the Harlan Eubank one.
I was at afterwards. Yeah, but that wasn't even a real one, was it? It was an 8-round main event, for God's sake.
Not a real one.
The main event fell off. Whoever Harlan was meant to fight fell off.
Yeah.
Can't count because we didn't enjoy it, Joe.
Can't count because it was an 8-round main event. Who the hell promotes a boxing card with an 8-round main event?
If we don't like it, it never happened.
Wasserman got confused because Misfits are normally 8 rounds. They thought that's how
yeah.
Shin's tiring herself a little bit now.
Oh, she caught Dubois though with a good shot. Right hand. I'm impressed with Shin. She'll get more work over here. Caroline being made to look human, boys.
It's not done yet, though. Listen, it's not done.
Fat lady sings.
Yeah, I know definitely, Luca. The more outlets, the better. Especially as I say, it's free to air on terrestrial TV. I love them. I do. Even I think the one you were at, Liam, where me and Jay covered it, Edwards Asomba. We did massive numbers on here, and it was a terrible fight. But look, it was fun to cover.
Yeah, look, I mean, when I watched on YouTube a bit earlier before this started, they had 3.4k people watching the undercard on YouTube. So even numbers like that.
That's it. I'm looking forward to it. Dan Edwards against Kane next weekend. I actually think it's a sneaky good card. The Nick Henny card. You got Strand Balutas on the undercard as well.
You got 3 great fights on there.
Yeah, there's another fight as well. I can't even think of it now off the top of my head. But yeah, it's a sneaky good card, to be fair. Then you got Amo Williams and Belanga. Probably won't cover that one, to be fair. That's on in America afterwards. But who's that with Jonas? Macaulay
McGowan.
Yeah, Macaulay McGowan. That was the best one, Luca, in recent times. Cameron Arthur, definitely. That was great.
We've got ring walks, boys. We've got ring walks, have we? No. Tell you what, the Channel 5 card looks absolutely packed.
Yeah. I mean, it's great organisation by Wasserman and Boxer to have the 2 main events of the weekend clash on a Friday night.
Yeah, great.
I mean, whoever went. I mean, who went first? Does anyone actually know?
Not a clue.
This Boxer card's been locked in for a while.
Boxer announced this card literally before Christmas, whereas Wasserman only announced it
locked in for a while.
And Wasserman can only do Fridays on 5, can't they?
With Channel 5, it's in the contracts.
Don't know why they didn't just go next week.
Should have just gone next week or something, or last week. What was on last week? I can't even think.
Nothing on Friday night.
Nothing last week on Friday.
Any other Friday night so far this year.
But you're losing, because hardcore boxing fans will watch that. And, it's on terrestrial TV, so people will flick through and watch it as well. But, Jonas Price is a bigger fight than that one tonight.
Yeah, way bigger fight.
But, I'll watch both or split screening, but it'd be nice to fully watch. Strand Baluta is going to be quality. I like Baluta, man. He's always good work for anyone.
Yeah, he's tough. Didn't he draw with, was it Dennis McCann that got
first fight was abroad in McCann?
Who?
I
never heard of him.
Sure. No, I didn't think you would have heard of him.
Fell off the face of the earth.
Who's that guy?
Last scene.
No, he was last seen saying, "I'm about to announce something, guys. Shocker. You watch." And then we've never heard from him since. We've got McKenna making his ring walk now.
I don't want to dwell on that because we're always talking about failed tests and that, but it is weird. I've had no communication about what happened there. It was in December.
Yeah, it's strange that he's never said anything. Not even a statement to say, "Look, I'm innocent."
The only thing he's posting on TikTok, and he's disabled all the comments. So he's posting on TikTok most days, mate, but he's not acknowledging it at all.
You see, I'm on there, but I rarely go. I literally log on to see if anyone sent me a message and log out. I don't post content, really.
Mate, I didn't go looking. He just came up when I was scrolling the other day. I was like, that's Dennis McCann. So I had a look, and he
sorry, boys,
just comments and hasn't acknowledged it at all. He's just sort of training.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Shin stuck it right on Dubois at the end of that round.
She's good. She needs a stoppage, don't she? So what we got left? It last round next.
Last round, I think now. But man, she's put up a good fight here.
Right.
Caroline's exhausted. Look at her.
No, she's not.
Boys, just quickly, you were saying who was Conlon facing off with. It's been announced he is fighting Cristóbal Lorente for the European featherweight title.
He's going to get ass whooped, mate.
Oh, he's gone back down to feather.
Yep. So he's had that fight, and they've announced that. So Warrington and Conlon ain't happening or something.
I think
they'll do it for the European if Conlon can win it, won't they? That's what they'll do it for.
Date and venue TBC. I guarantee this lands at
Well, that'll be a Friday night Channel 5 card in
Belfast.
I'll watch it, but I don't fancy his chances on tonight's performance. I'll go back and watch it.
If the guy can bang, Conlon's in trouble.
Well, he looked big, but obviously he had his.
He's better at 126 than he is. I didn't like the move up to face Jordan Gill. To be fair,
he's not big enough to be super feather. He's
had some good wins at 126. To be fair,
yeah.
He beat the Henny quite comfortably at 126. He beat Baluta comfortably at 126. He has actually got some decent wins. To be fair. He's on the verge of beating Lee Wood, to be fair, as well.
The viewers' verdict, they've given her every round about 1-10. I don't agree with that. She's won at least three rounds for me.
Yeah.
And she's winning this one. She's got Dubois all over. Ooh. Dubois is absolutely empty. She's getting tested here, mate. Like you said, Liam, this will do her the world of good if she can hang on.
She talked the talk and walk the walk. Yeah, I agree with that, Luca.
I couldn't agree more, Luca. That's why I don't go on there.
Yeah, I agree with that as well, Dan. Like, what's the deal with Daniel Dubois? Like, we didn't really get nothing about that, did we?
Mate, we're going to get an announcement of the Usyk rematch in a couple of weeks.
That's disgusting, mate. I'm not saying he wasn't poorly. I'm not saying he wasn't poorly because I believe he was, but to shit on Joe Parker like that after what he did, he saved the show. He didn't save the show, but he saved part of the show because it needed that fight added a lot to the card, and the uproar with Bacoli, and it just brought loads more eyes to it. Not that it necessarily needed them, but better Bivol is a trade fight. It's not a fight for the casuals. The heavyweight fights are fights that normal people will watch. Joe Schmoes will watch, won't they? People that don't necessarily watch fights all the time like we do.
Caroline's hurt here. Sorry, mate. Caroline is holding on to
she's look at state of her walking back to a corner. She needs to sit down. Look, she is exhausted.
Just turned into a dogfight for the last sort of 10, 15 seconds.
So just going back to Mick Conlon's opponent, he's 20 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, 8 stops. That's all wrong for Mick Conlon, isn't it?
How many knockouts has he got?
8.
Oh, seniors ringside.
Yeah, I heard Junior and Senior in the building tonight.
Junior too?
Yeah,
I hope he's signed his dad.
I've no doubt Senior will be there in fight week.
I hope so. I don't like to see that.
Mate, it's all a big build-up, and then imagine the press around it. If
I know, but Senior says some stupid shit about his son, and I think, why have you said that? Just stupid shit that you wouldn't say.
I agree, Lucas. You would have finished her there if there was 3 minutes in that final round.
I think I said it about round 5 that I'm gutted they're not 3 minutes because Shin was starting to come on. She's good. Shin is really good.
Yeah, she talked the talk, man, that she was confident all week.
Hey, if people were wondering how she got split against Delphine Pursuin, you've just seen why. She's teat tough, she throws bombs, and she doesn't take a backward step. Yeah. These are the 10 rounds that Caroline Dubois needed at this point of her career before she moves on to other champions.
Yeah, she looked hurt, didn't she, there?
She was wobbled and all over the gaff.
I think a lot of that's fatigue more than the shots, but still.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. It's round 10, mate. If that was round 3, round 4, then it would be a different story.
Right, we've got Eubank getting announced, and we're going to get Dubois.
I'll mute for the scorecards for Dubois when it comes on.
I need to nip to the bathroom in a second. I'm potentially going to put my food on. I'm starving.
You're not eating yet?
Nah, I didn't get it home from work till 8:15.
Bloody hell,
so
mate.
I've just got changed and come on here. So I'm going to eat and take my dogs out when the main event's done. Knackered. It's been a long week.
Yeah, chill tomorrow then, so we can do the night shift.
I fucking wish. I've got my car in garage at 11.
Could be earlier, mate.
Take the missus to work at 6:30.
Oh.
Pick her back up at 10. So yeah, I'll be out at 6:30. Come home, coffee, chill for half an hour and whatever, and then go about my shit. No, it never stops. But no, I'll get a chilling afternoon for a couple of hours, and then I'm looking forward to.
Caroline Dubois is still absolutely knackered. Sorry, mate. Dubois
she looks like she needs to lay down, mate.
She looks on the verge of exhaustion. Getting her out of the ring without an interview probably wouldn't be a bad idea here.
Yeah, she looks ready to collapse. Look at her.
She can barely walk back to the centre of the ring. If I'm Mark Lyson,
she's had an adrenaline dump. She looks like she's going to fall over, doesn't she?
Yeah, if I'm Mark Lyson, I'm holding on to her pretty tight. Right, I'm going to mute while I do the scorecards, mate.
Yeah. I'm assuming this will just be unanimous, 10 rounds to 0 for Dubois. I didn't see it like that. I saw it more like 6-4, 7-3. I think we'd have got a different fight if it had been 3 minutes. The fights are on Sky. The fights are on Sky. Whoa. They've given it to Shin. Have they? Just. Was that a split? Was that a split, Liam?
Majority decision. So the first card was 95 all. The second and third were 98-93 to Caroline.
Okay, 5 rounds.
So I had it 98-93 to Caroline, which is 8 rounds to 3, sorry. But I didn't see 95 all. I mean, you saw McGuigan's face and you saw my face when 95 all was announced. I didn't agree with that.
I didn't. Right, so McKenna, Eubank are off. No, I think one scorecard was a draw.
Yeah, so majority decision, yeah.
Eubank's changed his style.
There, definitely.
Eubank's changed his style, so he's now wearing seniors shorts and he's copying seniors style. That wasn't his style before.
This is going to be fun then.
Yeah, he's what a dickhead.
Yeah, it's on Sky, this one.
I'm telling you,
and Channel 5 for the
boys. I need to put my food in.
No, you're all right. Yeah, we'll be back on another stream for the main event.
I'll see you in 5.
Looking forward to that. We'll be there for that one. Don't worry.
We will.
Luca, bit of pooing in Brighton. No surprise. Yeah, we'll see you for Jonas and Price shortly.